All right, here we go. It's gonna be a good day. I got some good stuff done. We're making some good progress here, and we're just gonna continue plugging right along until we can plug no more. And when the pluggage has stopped, we will do whatever it is we do. And so, yeah, I'm excited about all the things that we have going on, all the things that we're doing, all the things that we're experiencing, and hopefully that can continue and persist, and we can have good and fruitful things coming from there. I feel like I'm being obnoxiously generic right now. I have once again not prepared myself for something to talk about, and I am once again just kind of talking. It is getting hot out there. My air was only at the first notch, and that is why I am so hot. But I have managed to stay relatively on top of things since having caught up on my vacation. Now, granted, I am only... Is this my first week back, actually? My first full week back from vacation, so it would be pretty bad if I was only a week out of vacation and I'm already way behind on stuff again. I've managed to stay ahead on my uploads. I've managed to stay mostly on top of my chores. And so with any luck, sorry, my viewfinder went away and I like to be able to see myself when I go over here so I see what y'all are seeing. But with any luck, I will be able to maintain that throughout the week, and we will be in a good place. So we'll see how that goes. Get these videos uploaded and keep a pattern going. Today is the official launch day of Compression Man. I'm going to leverage YouTube's promotion features to try and get the word out on that. Historically speaking, well, like this channel that I created is not, what am I looking for? It is not overly, it's a brand new channel. Golly, I cannot find my words today. I am so sorry. The channel I created for Compression Man is a brand new channel, and I haven't started a brand new channel in a long time. And so I'm nervous because I'm like, oh, it's a brand new channel. This is why I didn't want to do it, because my other channel already had a decent basis and a decent subscriber count. And this new channel is, that's not going to be the case. I'm going to have to start over. But I also think starting over is for the best in this case, because like the people that I have, the audience that I have on my main channel isn't necessarily going to be the audience that Compression Man has, and the main channel isn't like it's not doing exactly like stellar numbers either. So the hope is that I just start a brand new channel, dedicated channel to Compression Man, and keep cranking out episodes and content for it, and eventually the world will gravitate towards it and get to it. And the hope would be, like, each time I launch it, I can do a promotional campaign for every video on the channel instead of just doing one for the new video. But like, also you hope that it gains enough traction that it starts to gain its own movement and momentum and do its own things. And so hopefully we will see. Gosh, I'm tired. We'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to it, though. Really looking forward to being able to get some, like I said, get some forward traction behind me there, and like dedicating myself to this project and letting it be the thing. The wild thing to think about is that like the original run was like 50 episodes long, and it ran from 2012 to 2016, and so it had a 4-year run basically. Yeah, 4-year run. And I'm now revisiting it, and I'm like, I wonder how far it would take me to catch up to where I was originally in next season in the end of Compression Man. And the other thing is, like, I stick original episodes in the mix as well. They're not all copy and pasted of the episodes that were part of the original run. And so that keeps it fresh too, but it means that I'll have more than like a 50 episode run. But there'll probably also be a lot of episodes from the original seasons that I don't include in this secondary run. And like the first season will stay pretty faithful to the episodes that that I have, but I think as the seasons divulge, Compression Man, the reissue, will gain its own source of identity, if you will. And so the reissue will start to separate itself from the issue, from the original issue. And the whole idea of it is that it's based off of the inside jokes of like me and my Xbox friends. And this was me and my Xbox friends from 2012. I've made a bunch of new friends since then and made a bunch of new memories with them since then. And so it feels almost like a crime to not include them. And so I will instead try and expedite the process and really condense the early work and get to a place. And it's interesting, like, I want to watch back to season 2 of Compression Man and find the highlight episodes, because that's what I'll probably do with all the seasons, is I'll find the highlight episodes, the few that need to stay, and then from there I will go ahead and keep them running. And then I'm looking at like a 10 to 13 episode run per season, and I don't know that I will break them up so obviously. Maybe at some point in time, if the series really takes off, then I'll start to be like, okay, this is like the official end of season 1, this is the official end of season 2. And like some places, or a lot of TV shows will like change their intros to indicate like, hey, fresh season, fresh intro. But a lot of seasons have like a classic opening sequence that a lot of people will not change. But I feel like as far as scripting goes, I've almost scripted through episode 11 or 12, and I'm nearing my philosophical end of this season. I don't know how like it will end, but it will wrap up the primary conflict that was introduced in this season, and then I'll open myself up to work with a new primary conflict in the next season, and just keep going from there until eventually just keep going. And I don't foresee it ever stopping. Compression Man is not a show that it ever necessarily needs to stop. Every episode is independent of itself, but it also works within itself as well, if that makes sense. And so I could just keep it going indefinitely, like an actual family-friendly version of Family Guy. But I don't know. We'll see. We never know what hits, what life has in store for us, and like that's always the weird thing when you think about all these wonderful things when you're in the moment trying to do it. It's like, what if someone like offered me a $2 million deal for it? And they're like, we want the rights to do what we want to do with it, but we're going to give you $2 million for it. Like, I'd be hard pressed to not turn that down. I'm confident I could live off of that kind of money for the rest of my life, and so it would be very hard pressed to say no to that. But to the same end, like that Compression Man in many ways is my baby. It's my creation. It's my brainchild. And so for me to be like, oh, I'll just take a deal and never deal with it again, like that would be kind of sad. But that's the dreaming portion of it. Like, oh, I wish that I could. But like, popular IPs are the name of the game in this day and age. And like, if you can create an IP that gains a large following, then you have a good some foundation under you, and people are going to want that. But that's the same cannot be said for just like anything. Like popular IPs obviously are a big deal, but like no one is going to really invest all that much into a concept. Like Compression Man right now is not valuable to anybody because nobody's watching it. But if I get to a point where people are watching it, then it becomes valuable to people. And so I will hopefully be able to get a good start on things here. Hopefully I can get some positive attraction and attention to the content, start getting people interested in talking about it. Next episode should be done this coming weekend, but I'm not going to release it immediately. Obviously I still have to edit it, but I'm not going to release it immediately. I want to be able to kind of stagger my releases, because if I release it now, then I have to wait 10 weeks until the next one comes out, then that's just going to be ridiculous. So what I'll probably do is schedule it for a release whenever I think the next episode's done. So just as the next episode's wrapping up, I will start the episode after that. And we're just going to keep on keeping on until there's nothing to keep on keeping. And this person in front of me is deciding to go very slowly. So, they went over too. They have to wait for me. Oh, everybody's kind of trapped behind this truck, it looks like. It's funny how you make those assumptions. It's like, this person in front of me is going dirt slow. And then you move over and you realize actually the person in front of them, that's in front of them, that's in front of that person is going really slow, and it's holding up everybody. And highway traffic can be compared to a lot of different things. And I feel like that is an adequate comparison to make. And be like, you know what? Yeah, one person's blockage is going to cause a lot of blockages in other areas. And that's kind of insane. And so, we are doing what we do, trying what we try, and just going to keep on moving in that right direction and hoping that everything keeps moving correctly. Like I said, I'm very excited about Compression Man. I hope at the end of the day that it can be something that brings a decent amount of entertainment to people. Like, at the end of the day, I want to entertain people. I don't want to, obviously, yes, I want to make money, but I really only need enough to, live off of to where I don't have to be in the working world anymore. Once I've made my money for my lifetime, I'm not going to be out there trying to make more and keep going. You want to have something good set up for the generations after you, and I would intend to do that, but like I said, we don't need millions upon billions of dollars, just enough to get me through the life that I want to live without having to spend all my time on somebody else's time making what they deem I'm worth being made. And like I said, I say all this to say that I'm not dissatisfied with where I am in life, not even in the slightest, but I can see where I'd rather be and work towards being there. And that's the end goal for me. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. And so I am going to work towards that. And Compression Man will hopefully be an answer to that. And if it's not, then gosh darn it, I tried. And even if it's not, I'll probably keep making it just because it's fun to make, and why not? But it is gonna be a good, successful year. If I can actually get to episode 5 this year, so think about that. But if I get to episode 5 this year, I made 4. So if I say I make 4 episodes a year, and the original run was 50 episodes long, how long would it take me to get to 50 episodes? Well, a decade takes me to 40. 11 years takes me to 44. 12 years takes me to 48. And so I would hit 50 on the 13th year if I created it at the same consistent speed for 13 years. I'd be 42, because I'm 29 now, and so 10 plus 29 is 39, plus 3 is 42. Yeah, so I'd be 42 before I reached the chronological end of Compression Man. But like I said, I'm not following the stories, and I'm not following the episode sequence as faithfully as I could. And so yeah, I need to go through and review season 2's episodes and see what I can get from there, and then I'll go through and review season 3, season 4, season 5, get all the good episodes gathered up into one place, and then structure my episodes kind of around that. I think that, like I said, I don't feel like there's that many like episodes in the other seasons that are all that impactful. But I could be like totally forgetting stuff. It's like I made 50 episodes of this show. Technically 50 episodes and like a full-length movie, but the full-length movie we don't talk about. Oh, and a musical. I forgot I made a musical too. So at any rate, it'll be interesting for me to figure out how that all translates. And like I said, it's a goal only because it's as long as the original episode or the original run lasted. It'll be cool to look back someday and be like, I've officially reached where the original run left off. And it took me significantly longer to get there because I did 50 episodes in 4 years last time. And now I'm saying it's going to take me 13 years to get to 50 episodes now. And it's just that the production speed is that much smaller. Like, One Piece has been around since 99, and it's over 1,000 episodes. And 99 to 2009, 2009 to 2019. So what's that, 25 years? It's got 25 years behind its belt, and it's at 1,000 episodes. And I'm talking about like a pretty large fraction of that time, 13 years. It's almost half, maybe over half. It's definitely over half, because 12 is, well, that's about half the time. And I'm getting the tiniest fraction of the amount of episodes. And like the wild thing is like Compression Man's a 5-minute short. And definitely if I ever start like making significant money off Compression Man, I will start paying the animator more to create more episodes, or I will hire a second one and have them offset each other. So while he's working on 7, the next guy's working on 8, and so on and so forth, so that I can have a more functional production. Because yeah, tracking 5-minute shorts taking that long to make is not gonna fly. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're starting at zero literally today. Today is ground zero for Compression Man. Mark your calendars. June 7th, 2024 is when Compression Man hit the world again and will start doing its thing. And hopefully it does its thing and it maintains and it gains traction and all the good stuff. People like it and it gets received well. And if it does, I'll be the happiest of campers. And if it doesn't, then I will be less than a happy camper. And either or will be a good experience. I watch a decent amount of Modern Family right now, and there's a lot of laugh out loud moments on that show. And like whenever it makes me laugh out loud, it makes me think of Compression Man, to be like, how satisfying would it be to have a laugh out loud moment for like my audience, random people who don't know me and don't know the comedy, but they have a laugh out loud moment because it's funny. Like that is something that I dream about, and hopefully you tune in and can experience that. Thanks for stopping by.